Yo, it's your boy Key 757. This is Up for Debate. And we got my co-host in the building, Sushi So Raw. Holla at the people.
What up? We in this thing. We gonna keep this momentum going.
You already know. And we also got Devonna Defiant in the building.
Yeah, I just made up that name this year.
So, we're going to start with our thought-provoking questions as we always do. On this first one, I got, if the government accidentally sent you a check, would you cash it or would you send it back?
That money is mine's.
All mine's. I'm keeping it. I didn't tell you to send it to me. And it's not my fault. And you're going to have to come get it later. I might just switch all my shit to accounts you can't get to, though, because I know you coming for it.
What if they, you know what I'm saying, like you cash and they like, okay, it's cool, we going to get our money, and they start garnishing your work checks.
Patty.
To get
I'm
back.
sure that's
I'm
going to
quit
happen.
work and make sure I'm making enough money to cover that job.
You ain't going to just quit working. I don't know, man. I might have to hold the check for a minute and see what they, you know what I'm saying?
I guess it depends on how much the check was, though, for real.
True.
If it wasn't but like $400-$500, I ain't
send it back.
I'm gonna use that. I'm taking that. That ain't what I'm worried about. I could pay that back, no problem.
You worried about the big money.
Big money.
If it's 10 bands,
big money.
and I be like,
I'm holding that. I'm gonna hold it for a little while, see what they say, and if they don't say nothing, it's just like
no, you know what I mean? I'm gonna cash it. Yes, I'm gonna cash it. I'm gonna go make some money with they 10 bands until they figure out that I owe them 10 bands, and then I'm gonna get them they 10 bands back. But I already made some money with it, so I don't care.
Smart. That's smart.
Hey, this is what I'm thinking about. Big monies now. In my mind, I'm thinking big monies. I'm gone like the wind.
Oh,
like,
she leaving the country.
You're not gonna see me.
She gonna be on.
Gone.
What kind of
government? You gotta look for me. I'm on the run. I am.
What kind of big money you think they're gonna give you to where you can leave the country?
Yeah, I'm thinking about big monies. Like I'm gone. Like that's the type of money that I'll probably take.
You get $1 million, so you think you're gonna get $1 million and you just gonna leave the country.
Like they accidentally gave you a check they were supposed to give to China.
They gonna be looking for me, huh?
Damn, that's money we owe China.
We gave it to Defiant. And now she's defying us, looking at fuck out of here.
It's an accident though. That's all it is.
I was thinking more realistic about $10,000. You know what I'm saying? And like he say, that's a good idea to flip it, but you gotta make sure you flip it because if you fuck it up, then you fucked up.
Man, you trying to get your checks garnished for that $10,000?
You ain't gonna get it garnished if you flip it. You made money off of that, and you safe by you still got the 10. So you know what I'm saying? It's just like if you put it in the stock market, you put it on the joint, it go up 100%. Now you got 10 and you got they 10.
Okay, Mr. Quick.
But you got to pay 40%, so really you only got 6.
I still had 6 that I wouldn't have had if they ain't make their mistakes.
Exactly.
Capitalize off of all mistakes.
Exactly. Yeah, y'all hear that? That's a gem. Boy. All right, so we're going to move on to the next
coming
one.
soon.
We're going to move on. Yeah, that's a good one. We're going to move on to the next one, right? Check this out. If love trumps all, I almost fucked up big because I'm about to say,
we all love
Trump, nigga. Fuck out of here.
If y'all love him,
Trump love everybody. No, look. If love trumps all, then how can racism exist?
Because that's a terrible phrase.
Exactly. But go deeper.
I just don't like the phrase. It doesn't. I don't think it applies to everything. I don't think it should be used.
The word all, exactly. Like
trumps all. Love don't trump all because some people don't. I don't know, man. I guess if you in love, then it should trump all the other shit that's going on, I guess. I guess that's what that's supposed to mean.
Love definitely don't trump all because a grandmother could love a crackhead grandson, but he's still gonna steal from him.
Okay, that's what I was about to get into.
That might not change how much they love him, though.
But its grandson probably still love the grandmama.
It don't trump all. That I don't even know who made that up because y'all know we got different types of love for different people.
Yeah.
And your love ain't trumping all.
Well, I got this from you now, Devonna. Because 2 episodes ago we had a question where we said which was more important, love or care, and you said, and I quote, "Love trumps all." So where you at with it now?
Damn, I'm a hypocrite.
Got her ass.
I'm just saying, I got that.
But look, okay.
It's like I think love can cure a lot of things.
Okay.
But I also feel it's like I'm in the middle a little bit. I'm gonna just say that.
Right.
I ain't trying to be no hypocrite.
No, right.
But I just feel like we love everybody differently. It ain't always about like just loving your spouse or something.
I think in some cases love does trump, but I don't think it trumps all. You know what I'm saying? That's just such a wide statement that it's like you got to be a fool to think that love should just work every time. You know what I'm saying? Like if America was like, you know what, we're gonna try to love Hitler and maybe he'll stop. Like, come on.
No, I don't. I think we're misunderstanding the meaning behind it. Love trumps all. I think you would say, okay, if you're in a relationship, and y'all supposed to be in love, then all the things y'all going through, or the mistakes that one of the other, your significant other is making, you can forgive and get by that. That's love trumps all. You feel me? I don't think you can apply that to, okay, if love trumps all, then why is there still racism? Because they still have a love trump all. It's just not dealing with what you would like it to be. You feel me? Like they might not care about black people.
Right.
You feel me? But they still have a love trumps all for the shit they believe in.
Facts.
That's what
I believe that.
So that's what I'm saying. So love trumps all. I mean, love trumps certain things. It exists, but to say all
is a bad word.
It's too wide. You know what I'm saying? Because if it trumped all, then racism couldn't possibly exist. This doesn't make sense.
It's too wide range because we live on this earth.
Because when you say the phrase "love trumps all," you don't think specific things. You think all. You see what I'm saying? You're not saying, well, love trumps all, but really I just mean my love for chocolate. I love all kinds of different chocolate, milk chocolate, dark chocolate, chocolate.
Ooh.
It was funny to me.
I think
boy, definitely didn't get no chuckles.
Let him slide.
He ain't get none.
Hey, look.
But you get what I'm saying, though.
Okay, look, so damn, you made me forget with them crickets. Damn.
Fuck you. Moving on.
Yeah, move on.
All right. We're going to move on to the trending news segment of the show. But before we begin, I want to let you guys know this part of the show has been sponsored by Universal Cleaning Concepts. This is a company that specializes in commercial cleaning services. If you own a business and you need your building clean, and you're in the Lexington, Kentucky, and surrounding counties, contact Antoine Watkins at 859-285-3401. Again, that's Antoine Watkins at 859-285-3401. Universal Cleaning Concepts. All right, so our first news article here, I'm going to start this one off. Headline says, Tennessee lawmakers introduce bill that would allow fathers to prevent abortion. Just hearing that, where you at with it?
Why would you want to do that?
What you mean, why?
Because at this rate in America, we have so many people not being dads that I don't think that I would trust them to continue to be a dad just because they want to stop the abortion.
Bro, you gotta be a goofball. You think that if a motherfucker ain't really trying to be a dad, he gonna say, no, don't do it.
They might have the idea in their head at the beginning until that shit get real.
But then he gotta follow through with that. But I'm thinking more so about the guys who, you know what I'm saying, who don't necessarily, like, I know of a person who went through that, a male, that didn't give any money or none of that shit, and shorty still got an abortion on him. So, like, I'm thinking about situations like that because obviously they exist. And so something like this is kind of cool because, I mean, he would have had a chance to be a father and shit, and she took it away from him.
I mean, but she still has to be a mother, and she still has to have the child. So, I mean, I feel like it's situational, and it shouldn't be taken away, period. You know what I mean?
I also know a few dads who were like single parents, though. My dad was one of them. So my uncle was one of them. And I know another guy that we all know who was one of them. before he got married.
But they still don't have to carry you 9 months. So if that person not willing to carry you 9 months, then ain't shit you can do about that.
That's true. Well, you shouldn't have been laying down.
Because, you know what I mean? What you gonna do? Make sure they eating right the whole time. They don't want to have it. They don't want to have it. You can't be up their ass the whole time.
But then they breaking the law and they're going to have to suffer consequence.
So then you put the pregnant lady in the jail.
And she going to eat.
That's dumb. No, fuck out of here. She might
Tupac
get...
mama was in jail pregnant with him. And now we being sympathetic.
That shit ain't no good idea.
That's happening to people every day, right?
Right.
That don't mean it need to be happening.
No.
It don't necessarily mean that. I agree, but still, abortions really don't need to be happening. I just heard a joke yesterday. I'm saying I went to a comedy show and I hate to use this material. I won't tell you who said it then. But he basically, I'm going to paraphrase, he basically was like, you know what I'm saying, he got a lot of kids or whatever. One of his baby mamas, he gave her $500 to get an abortion. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But she didn't get it. Mm-hmm. So now he older and he be looking at his son like, you don't even know I put a hit out on you.
That shit was funny.
That's fucking funny. That nigga got hella kids though, man.
But ultimately, my reason for bringing that up is you killing a child. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not even giving them a fair shot. You know what I
mean? Yeah. Somewhat. But like I said, the problem in itself is the irresponsibility in the sex that they had. Not, like, at that point, now you're trying to fix your mistakes. You feel me?
After you created something that's serious.
And you know what sex comes with. You're grown as hell. You feel me? So, but I feel like I said, it's situational. If it's like a 15-year-old kid, that they may not necessarily need to have that child. I don't care what the fucking father say. You feel me?
Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. So, I'm going to just read a little bit of this article or whatever. So it says Tennessee Senator Mark Powdy and Republican Jerry Sexton introduced a bill that would allow fathers of unborn children to file a court injunction and prevent the mother from getting an abortion. House Bill 1079, as it's officially known, was passed on first consideration this Thursday, February the 11th. So check this out. Both parties can present evidence 14 days after the petition is filed, and the motion to stop the abortion would be decided at a court hearing. The bill also states that the person seeking to stop the abortion doesn't need to prove that he is the biological father of the child via a DNA test. Violating the injunction would result in the court holding the mother in civil or criminal contempt and punish the respondent in accordance with the law.
Let me say something. Let me tell you something. Wait, but you could do that with marriage, right? Somebody can come in and stop your marriage.
Yeah.
You could come in and stop somebody from destroying a life.
Yeah. Yeah.
These laws crazy.
No.
That's all I'm going to say. The laws
the shit said you don't
crazy.
have to prove that you the biological father before you can do this.
You don't have to be related to the fucking bridesmaid or the fucking grooms and shit to do that.
True.
To stop a wedding.
You don't.
You can't really stop the wedding. You can object, but you got to have real reason to object to actually stop the wedding.
And with that, you got real reason, right?
It's not the same.
You got to have real reason with this too, though. And they say,
I want to keep it because I think I'm the daddy. But you don't have to prove that you're the daddy beforehand.
Right.
That's bullshit.
Don't the child have to be alive for you to get the DNA test?
No.
That I don't know.
I heard you can do other things to get the DNA.
But I think the child got to be alive.
And they cloning shit. Nah, fuck that. They can do that.
That's right.
I don't know. All right, we're going to go to the next one, right? Check this one out. Couple arrested for shooting woman who shushed them at movie theater. Just hearing that, where y'all at with it?
Hey, I don't like nobody to shush me either.
So you
at all. It's like, nah, but I ain't gonna kill nobody. That's crazy.
Hey,
at the movies, somebody, y'all turn around, you shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Before anything.
Yeah.
Like, shoot somebody, you just angry. You don't get no fucks.
Took the strap to the movies in the first place.
Right.
Check this out. According to reports, a couple has been arrested allegedly shooting a woman who shushed them in the movie theater. Cameron King, 20 years old, Yvonne Crawford, 22 years old, were apprehended by U.S. Marshals in Indiana and were charged with aggravated assault and possession of a firearm during the commission of a crime. The couple will be extradited to Georgia from Indiana to face charges stemming from the incident that occurred on January 9th. Authorities say the victim got into a brief argument with King and Crawford after the couple was being too loud. She said King then pulled out a gun out of Crawford's purse and fired. The victim was struck in the shoulder, but her injuries were non-life threatening. How y'all feel about that? You know what I'm saying? Was that some Bonnie and Clyde shit or what?
Negative. This was some stupid ass, ignorant ass shit right here. Come on.
Super.
You not that mad, bro.
I think he was trying to play tough from his girl or something. That's what it seemed
shit
like.
Don't make no sense, but that ain't even tough. That's just dumb. That's an old lady. You said it was?
I didn't say she was old, but...
Or an older lady. She definitely was probably older than him.
Probably.
Yeah, you feel me? Like,
y'all was in the movies.
The fact that you took the gun
ignorant?
to the movies, bro, like, you couldn't leave the shit in the car. You got that much beef going on out here. You don't look
Probably
like it. I don't see no ice.
Probably not.
I don't see no water.
He's
talking
stupid.
about, boy? Stop playing, bro. Like, that shit's stupid, bro. Like,
they ain't even
how loud was you talking in there for them to shush you? Because I talk during movies, but I ain't gonna talk that loud to people.
You talk enough to
but
get
you
shot.
ain't never heard nobody shush me.
Long
I know,
too.
but you talk enough to get shot. Like, I've thought
To
about
get shot? Yeah.
I've thought about it because it's an hour movie and you talk 45 minutes of it.
So I would have got shot.
And the last 15 was credits.
But all he got was a shush.
He got shushed because they was probably being loud. I think they was probably like on their phones and shit, doing the most, you know what I'm saying? Just being loud and shit. Like, I don't care about this movie, but I already paid for it. The world is mine. Little young motherfucker shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I think was more so. And then they got shushed. You know what I mean? Look, let me tell you something, white people, because I'm sure this was a white woman. Don't do that. Just get up, do what y'all normally do. Get up, complain, go complain, and then they'll be escorted out. So you got shot because you was trying to be something you not. You know what I'm saying?
I could hear it. You know, that shit get on your nerves.
I wouldn't shush nobody. I'd be like, I'm going to just get up and tell.
Because you know, it's either going to be an argument. You going to argue with somebody at the movies, bro.
Y'all lying, bro.
I would shush
y'all not going to get nobody. Stop playing, bro. You going to be like, hey, yo, can you chill out, bro? We trying to enjoy this movie, too. We paid for it, too. At least you going to say that.
I'm going to say more than that.
Me?
Hey, man,
and just because she was a whatever white lady or whatever she was, she got the right to tell them to shut the fuck up, too. She don't have to say shut the fuck up. She can say it nicely.
She do.
But you can't tell no young ass nigga like this nothing.
Yeah, you right.
You feel me? But that don't mean you punk out.
It don't matter what color you are. If you acting ignorant, you acting
Somebody
ignorant.
Needs to speak on it.
You saying shush and you black, white, yellow, and you want to turn up like, bitch, and shoot somebody or whatever.
Right.
Come on. It don't matter.
I don't think they like backing down by telling on them. Like, that's what they do, bro. I done got told on by white people
times
in the movies before, bro. Like, motherfuckers
How loud was you?
You know, I was young. I was probably younger than them. You know what I'm saying? Because I used to go to movies all the time when I was in like high school, middle school, doing them times and shit. So like, you know, just being fucking young and just doing shit.
I feel like that used to happen more back in the day. Like people being
had the little laser flashing in on the screen.
I ain't do all that, but I'm just saying, you just being a kid and shit. You know, loud, talking shit, joking on each other and shit.
Right.
Not paying attention to the movies and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just young, yo. You know what I mean? But them, they don't. I was with a group, so that kind of explains it a little better than just being on a date. Just two people turn around, get shit, turn around and shoot her. Like, what if you killed her?
Right.
Like, oh, that shit crazy. Anyway, we're going to move on to the next one. Columbia professor admits regular heroin use. Quote, I am better for my drug use. Just hearing that, where y'all at with it?
I don't think, because of how many people are overdosing on heroin, I don't think that's something you should be putting out there like that.
Facts.
Now, of course, there are functional drug addicts and people who know how to do them, quote unquote, responsibly. But I just don't think that's something you should be putting out into the world.
Yo, to me, it seemed like he's pushing this narrative of, you know what I'm saying, like free drug use and shit. Like, I think someone told me one of these states, I'm not sure exactly which one, but one of them was going to legalize, or thought about legalizing all drugs.
Mm-hmm.
And it was more so to regulate the shit. Like, you know what I'm saying, make sure that heroin addicts had clean needles and shit. They not using needles on each other and shit, making sure they properly throw them away. Just like regulating it a little bit, which is kind of ridiculous because like how you gonna regulate heroin use, or any drug use for that matter.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
With prescription drugs, they regulate that.
Like well, they do, but like, do you regulate how many guts are dumped on the ground when somebody's smoking weed? Like,
nah, you can't do nothing about all the extra
exactly
shit.
that come with heroin.
But he wasn't doing needles, he was doing lines.
I know.
You gotta go to a facility and do it. You can't just do it out in the open if they gonna regulate
whole
it.
Ass facility, whole ass fucking
it's some
dope
ignorant
houses,
ass shit.
legal dope houses.
And he a neuroscientist, so
type shit.
He probably knows.
He know the effects on the brain and all that
yeah.
shit too. But like I said, he's not like just doing it to a point where it's making him not be able to function. He's just doing get off work.
This is his vice. Lines. This is the vice that he chose.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He probably don't smoke, probably don't drink. He chose heroin. That shit sound crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But he says, quote, "There aren't many things in life that I enjoy more than a few lines by the fireplace at the end of the day," writes Hart. Quote, "I pay my taxes, serve as a volunteer in my community on a regular basis, and contribute to the global community as an informed and engaged citizen. I am better for my drug use." He describes the feeling as refreshed. You know what I'm saying? After his regular use, but he's his regular use, but said he experiences mild withdrawal symptoms for 12 to 16 hours after the last dose. So
that's not good. You could be in the middle of a class experiencing them withdrawals.
Wait.
It's gonna get worse.
Wait. What?
You say it again?
He still have a job?
He describes the feeling as refreshed after his regular use, but said he experiences mild withdrawal symptoms for 12 to 16 hours after his last dose. In one particular instance, withdrawal episode, Hart experienced flu-like symptoms, including chills, vomiting, and diarrhea. It was a pain that I would not easily forget. It was a new pain that I would not, I'm sorry, hold on. It was a pain that I would not easily forget. It was a new pain, unlike any I had previously experienced, wrote Hart. So like, are you doing this shit as an experiment or what?
Yeah,
like,
that's what I was
shit
thinking.
sound goofy. Like, why would you? Yeah. I don't know, bro. Why you gotta be a brother, man? Damn. We don't got it bad already. You just out here just casually doing heroin.
Casually.
I swear.
Yeah, I just got off work. Think I'm gonna do a couple lines.
Yeah, that's
read a
crazy.
book after. Looking at
we need to do better.
One thing I will say on his behalf, though, is like, you know, some of the best music we ever heard in the history of humankind was made by people on heroin. You see what I'm saying? Or acid or something like some kind of. So like, if he a neuroscientist or whatever, and he discovers some shit because he was high on heroin, like something clicked. I mean, more power to him. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I don't suggest people out there do heroin at all. So don't do heroin. Don't do nothing.
Be a him.
Don't do coke, crack, none of that shit. Don't even smoke weed. Fuck that. Don't drink.
Whoa.
Don't do nothing.
Whoa.
Just be sober.
Whoa.
Just be sober.
Just be sober. Anyway, all right, so what y'all got? You know what I'm saying?
Man, he definitely need to quit pushing that shit. I know that for sure. But I mean, more power to him. If that help him get through his day and get the job done, then whatever, man. That's on him.
Right. Your life, your choices. Don't be this dude, y'all. Don't be him.
I think he should quit. But all right, we're gonna move on to the next article. Mouse, what you got for us?
All right. We got Texas mayor resigns after telling residents to quit whining and looking for a handout amid outages. He continued to say only the strong will survive and the weak will perish. How you feel about that?
That's fucked up.
He got a point though. You know what I'm saying?
Really? Okay, let's keep
He got a point. He got a point because, like, what if it, like, remember the day after tomorrow?
Yeah.
When shit fucked up, like, only the strong gonna survive. So say this winter shit with, like, global warming, like, really had us in winter for, like, a whole year. Everybody just gonna keep complaining to the mayor? Like, nah, y'all should be putting yourselves in a position to survive.
That's true, too. But you have a job that this motherfucking government gave your stupid ass, and you gonna send out a message like that. You just as bad as Trump. Who giving y'all these jobs? What educations do y'all have to do that? Like, what school did you go to? Who taught you to in your job like that? Like, you're a terrible dude. And I do understand what you're saying, Keon, because you do need to be out here for yourself and have your house together, regardless of any of these motherfucking government officials.
Okay, so he say the only the strong will survive and the weak will perish or whatever, right? But then he also said, no one owes you or your family anything, nor is it local government's responsibility to support you during trying times like this. Sink or swim is your choice. The city and county, along with power providers or any other service, doesn't owe you anything. I'm sick and tired of people looking for a damn handout. So power is a handout? Electricity?
It's a service you paying
Water
for.
is a handout?
I'm paying for it even while it's out.
Nah, you ain't gonna have to pay for that. They're not gonna charge you for that. What they will do is probably like give you some kind of fucked up surcharges to help you pay for the damages, but they're not gonna charge you for the power not being used.
Man.
What I will say though, man, listen, he got a point. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm looking at it. When I first heard about this shit, I was like, man, he's wrong. But then again, he got a point. Like, when shit like this happens, it's about survival at this point. You know what I'm saying? So that's the whole reason, just real quick, that's the whole reason why people rush to the grocery store when the storm is coming, is to help with the art of survival, right? Mm-hmm. So when something like this happens, it's totally about survival. And you can't survive for someone else. Everybody to.
Let me ask you something though. But what's the purpose of his tone to tell people in that manner?
His purpose is to give the harsh truth, the brutal reality.
You could give somebody a harsh truth.
That ain't helping
without
nobody
that.
at this time.
It ain't. It's helping more than you think, because it's me saying, "Hey, get on your shit," as opposed to me just keep lying and say, "Oh, well, there's gonna be some help just around the corner," and you done motherfucking sat in your crib with no heat. Hold on, you done sat in your crib with no heat or whatever, hoping for somebody to come save your ass and then froze to death.
Look, you got to remember, man, we still dealing with COVID, so it's a lot of people broke. So they might not even have the money on the side to go get a goddamn generator right now. You feel me?
Yeah, but you better go get you a motherfucking 10 container and throw some shit in there and burn it and have some heat. Like, yo, I can't give you no excuse, yo. Get you a grill. Put some shit in your grill.
Even
get some
if they
heat
doing that,
grill.
they still want their shit on as quick as possible. They gonna complain.
I mean, of course, and I expect people to complain.
So his fucking response was unnecessary.
His response was the truth. You know what I'm saying? Just because you waiting on someone to come save your ass don't mean that you ain't obligated to try to survive.
Some of Trump's response might have been the truth in his mind, but that don't mean it should have been said.
Nah. They did a thing.
They say some shit that's the truth and just shouldn't be said by a president.
They did a report on Trump. He lied like 33,000 times during his presidency.
Oh, I believe that too. But
that's
that don't
unheard of.
That don't mean nothing he said was true.
So you think Trump's tone of voice and this mayor, they ain't saying nothing, like their tone and how they're presenting, how they need to handle this situation? You don't think nothing wrong with it, other than that he's telling them
that's
the
not
people
how you
the
handle
truth.
Chaos.
What could he possibly do?
Kind words and uplifting words help a lot more than
guys. You got to get out there and survive on your own.
Let me tell you something.
Just do the best you can. Nah, bro.
I could tell you a harsh truth without being rude to you.
I don't think it was being rude. I think he was saying, hey, it's real. Sink or swim. Either you gonna die or you gonna try. You choose. All right? I ain't gonna sit here and sugarcoat it. I'm on my way to Mexico. I holler at y'all
exactly,
in a couple months.
man. He's an asshole.
Because it's not his fault that he put himself in position to be able to do those things. Now, I do understand that everybody can't do it, myself included. I can't just get up and go. You know what I'm saying? But am I to blame somebody who has the capabilities of doing that? I'm gonna say, oh man, that's weak. Like that's some weak shit.
Is part of the person who helps fix the problem. He needs to be on the phone with folks.
What the fuck we got mayors for? Don't tell us nothing that's coming in.
That's true.
Don't tell us a fucking storm coming.
He's not a regular nigga. He's the mayor. You're the one who's talking to these companies, somebody on your staff is supposed to be doing this stuff.
Exactly. That's true. He could do that shit from Mexico. If I see his motherfucking ass in my
he
driveway.
Can do it from Mexico. He don't need to talk shit from Mexico too.
But look, he didn't say nothing about going to Mexico.
But I'm saying, if that's what he's doing, you don't talk shit from Mexico like, well, y'all need to get y'all funds up and y'all survival skills up type shit.
That's true though. It's true.
Come on, like, not doing true, chaos. Bro. You don't do that.
It ain't even chaos. It's a fucking
storm. It's chaos down there.
Like, so every time your lights go out, it's chaos.
Bro, my cousin's been stuck down there for a few days.
Okay. That ain't that bad, bro.
Shit a few days? It's in the way of what niggas got going on.
That's true. Well, what's your contingency plan?
You said a few days. They got to work. They probably got kids.
You know shit probably happening. They got family.
You can't just be like that.
You ain't got no savings to make sure you straight. If you got kids, wait. No, not even that. You got kids, what you ain't got no food in the crib, so you just outback totally. Like so
some people out of power, some people out of water, bro.
So you ain't got no water bottles?
Well, showers and shit, nigga.
You can, bro. Like,
what you want to go get big buckets and get a whole bunch of snow and melt it and take a bath?
Yeah.
Fuck out of here, shit, man.
Yo, so you mean to tell me if you get in a position where you got to take extra steps to get a commodity that you used to, you're not gonna do it?
Hey,
you just gonna just live without it?
Hey, don't say what you said. Hey, man, it's gonna be a minute before we able to get this on. So and so is going on. We gotta do this. We gotta do that. You're gonna have to do the best ways to take baths and wash yourself and get power. It could have been like that. He ain't had to say it how he said it.
And they gonna say the same thing. They gonna be like, man, he told us we gotta get baths and get water. He down there in Mexico chilling. We out here with no power. It's still gonna look fucked up.
It's nicer though, bro. He just was like, get it how you live. Like, like come on, man.
Yeah, because you had a job that you wanted to quit and you could have just did it better when you know that
some of your best
shit is going on.
Some of your best friends in your entire life told you get it how you live, and you ain't better.
They was some hard ass niggas when they said it.
You ain't even better. You was like, you right. I gotta get it how I live.
A nigga told me that's a PP when he owed me money. A personal problem? What, nigga? I helped your ass out. What?
That's fucked up.
Fuck you niggas
that's a sock
about.
to the face.
Yeah, that's different. But that's different though. You know what I'm saying? That's different. But I don't think he 100% wrong. That's just my opinion. I understand what y'all saying about his delivery. However, the harsh truth sometimes with the right person could be the delivery or response you were supposed to get. You know what I'm saying? Like sugarcoating shit sometimes don't get shit done. You know what I mean? Like, that's just like saying, a certain country's invading America and you want them to be like, hey guys, all right, so guys, just go ahead and lock and load. We got it. No, there ain't no nice way to say that. Hey, look, it's going down. Get the guns.
Man, that's a whole different situation. Get your ass
Get some water, get some food, get some shit to survive. It's going down. You feel me? So, like, in this case, motherfucker, have some shit in your crib to survive a few days. You said a few days. Now, if this shit was going on for months, that would be another thing. But a few days, and if something like this happens, out of nowhere, and you ain't got nothing in your house or around you to help you survive something like this for a few days, you need to rethink how you living anyway. You need to rethink about how you living because you ain't living right. If you ain't got no way to still survive.
Just be in there with hella blankets.
Man,
it's cold.
And remember,
you gotta remember the temperatures right now.
What you talking about, that is correct, but it's also people out here who are struggling. Like in real life.
You gonna be, if you by yourself, you might be fucked. But if you got your family and shit,
right.
Yo, we gotta go primitive. Everybody huddle up, get it together, body warmth. You know what I'm saying? What would
Temperatures
you?
below freezing. It's only 2 of y'all living in a house. What you doing?
We gonna cuddle up. Shit, I run hot anyway, so we gonna be warm. And
Y'all
even
ain't got no heat. This heat that's kicking right now ain't helping with that little bit of warmth. Because it be cold with the shit on 70 sometimes.
I got mad covers.
So now you got nothing.
It's gonna be.
We gonna put on hella clothes, hella cover sheets, everything, and be together.
Right.
You better figure it out.
Right.
It's dark at 6 o'clock.
Right.
I got flashlights and candles.
Right.
And I don't know how long that's gonna last, but shit,
it'll last a few days. It'll last a few days.
You getting dressed in the dark.
Getting dressed
go to work with 2 different
you going dressed in the light.
You got a flashlight. Get it.
Well, bro.
You thought
in the morning, you go to
put
work
on
in the
blue
morning.
jeans. They was brown.
You go to work in the morning. Shit,
that shit don't
got
matter.
God's light.
That's what I'm saying, yo. Like, if you're not willing to take them extra steps for whatever you're trying to get, then you lost in the beginning. So, for example, if you're a person who really likes cereal a whole lot, and all of a sudden there's no more milk in the motherfucking stores or whatever, but there's a cow down the street from you, and they say you can get some milk from the cow. You're not gonna go get the milk?
Yeah, I'm gonna go get the milk.
All right, then you're gonna take them extra steps, learn how to milk a cow. You know what I'm saying, and get the shit done. You know what I'm saying. Stop making excuses, yo. Just because somebody told you, hey, it's time to survive, don't mean you should start crying. Start thinking.
Cause I mean, shit is easy.
It ain't
shit
easy.
Is
Survival
easy. No, I'm
easy.
saying shit is easy now. So motherfuckers, they are gonna cry when shit get real. Like shit got real in Texas.
True.
That's some real shit.
But you also gotta think about the elderly folks. Like
now, that's something different. They can't survive.
Kids.
That's why it's sink or swim.
That's your name.
That's the part that's
your
wrong.
name, though.
You go by that,
that's
but
your
you don't
name.
live by that.
Not for that situation, bro. Come on, bro.
You
don't
cannot.
You as the mayor, you don't say that to the people. I'm not a mayor. I'm not gonna say that to people when they dealing with some fucked up.
All
shit.
right. So if something
if I'm not a mayor, I'm not gonna say that to people.
And you're not gonna do that shit.
However, I will give you. I would at least, if I say it, it's gonna at least be something that I gave you to help you out. Some type of ways.
I gave you a loaf of bread.
I gave you some examples of how to get through at least, or ways to get through until we get to the power.
To an elderly person.
Like, hey, you can go to this place. Whoop, they got generators. We can have buses come and get y'all. Well, he did nothing.
Oh, you talking about as the mayor?
You feel me? As the
I'm
mayor.
talking about as you.
As me, okay, nigga. Well, look, I don't know what y'all gonna do, but I got what I got over here. I'm making it happen. That's me as me. But as the mayor, you cannot say that, and that's the point.
But look, I wish
you out there, you gotta survive too.
But look, I wish we had like some kind of like VR simulator. And I want us to all wear the shit, right? And I want to put us in the same position. And when the shit hit the fan, I want to see Mouse go door to door to all the elderly people, like, come on, y'all. I'm gonna help y'all survive.
Bro, I'm saying if I'm the mayor,
that's a good person right there.
No, that's what you said.
That's not what I said. What I said is, if I'm the mayor, we can at least get buses to help y'all get to somewhere where they have a generator and there can still be heat.
They don't have shit we got here. They don't have trucks pushing the fucking snow to the side. They don't have that. They don't have no salt down there.
Exactly. He the mayor, right? Make the goddamn calls, get the goddamn salt in the trucks down here.
From where? First of all, you know how big Texas is. First. Second, everywhere around Texas is going through the same shit.
When they get done doing, they pulling 24 hours. They pulling 24-hour shifts. When you get done in Oklahoma, bring your ass to Texas.
That's not going to happen. You know that's not going to happen.
So they ain't got no plan and nobody little book.
No, because that shit don't.
When something happened like this, like you ain't got
this.
no plan.
I think the whole state get about 20 inches.
Think about
for
this.
The whole season.
Type shit. It as a whole, you know what I'm saying? Now think about this. Why would you have a budget for something like that when it don't snow like that?
Not a budget. I said a plan.
No,
we barely got a budget in Kentucky.
You gotta be prepared for anything, right?
You can't be prepared for everything. It ain't enough money to go around. If that was the case, then you'll be taxed for every single thing you do, no matter what you do. Every time you turn a page,
but
read a book.
But we do be taxed for everything.
Not
we do,
everything
almost.
as much as you.
Almost everything in this world is taxed.
If you want your city, state, or whatever, city or state to have a contingency plan for any and every situation, then
that's coming out of our money.
Yeah. Where you think that money coming from? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's go ahead and move on to the next article. Devonna, what you got for us?
All right. So this ferret died 33 years ago. Scientists just brought her back to life. So now, after the original ferret Willa died in 1988,
Damn.
these
when I was
some
born.
beasts of a science. Okay, scientists froze her body to preserve her genetic materials, hoping to someday perform the experiment like this.
Just stop real quick. You know what that shit made me think of?
What?
Walt Disney coming back.
I mean,
What you mean?
Is he frozen?
That's what I used
'Cause
to
I know
hear.
you can freeze yourself.
I used
Like
to
you
hear,
can really do that shit.
I used to hear that shit back in the day. Like they got Walt Disney frozen. He coming back, yo.
Because when I had been to like a what's it called, funeral, what's it called, whatever. Anyway, and one of the options they had was like you can freeze yourself. Like it costs way more, but it's something you do in hopes that they learn how to bring people back or put your brain or your mind into something else.
Oh, you talking about like a funeral home?
Yeah, funeral home. Like that's an option that is there.
That shit probably costs a hell of money
Hella
because they
bread.
got to keep you frozen for like whatever amount of years.
How much money you think it costs to save
But
this?
what was so special about this
ferret?
damn ferret though?
That shit was for that was for science.
Because it's for science, and I guess they going
Why
extinct.
that particular ferret?
It's endangered. It's endangered.
It's
That's all.
in danger. It's in danger. So the picture that I have, this they named this ferret and everything. This is the clone. This is me, Elizabeth Ann. That's Elizabeth. The very first clone of the U.S. endangered species. That's what they say. They said this is the first clone, and I don't believe that. So what you guys feel?
No, this is the
it
first
might be the
clone
first clone ferret.
of this.
That's what they trying to say.
Yeah,
no, I
that's what
didn't
it
get that. I thought they was trying to say because you of the U.S.
No, of the U.S. of this ferret. This is an animal that's indigenous to this land. So
It said the very first clone of the U.S. It didn't say nothing about no ferret. That's why I'm saying.
now I seen the article. It's definitely this animal is indigenous to the U.S. It's the first time somebody cloned it.
They cloned a pig before.
They cloned a sheep before.
But they doing that to fish. So
they clone fish.
And they also 3D printing motherfucking shit, which I don't understand how that shit works.
I want to so bad. I want to experience that so bad. I need to be there to see that because I'll be seeing this girl do it on the internet. And I'm like, that shit is cold.
I got a partner, I know whatever I used to work with, say he trying to buy him one, a 3D printer.
Man,
I feel like
he
it's
gonna make some money off of that.
Off of that shit.
Yes, it is.
Just make toys or some shit. But as far as this ferret's concerned, man, I think it's pretty cool, man. I actually looking at the picture, I think it's like one of the cutest animals I ever seen.
It is. It's
like
all right.
It's like a baby
Cat.
It's like a baby panda mixed with a raccoon. It's like a raccoon.
Fuck out of
Roast
here,
them.
bro.
Roast her
That
ass.
thing ugly.
Like-
Stop playing. But
It's a
So-
raccoon.
I don't understand why they had to freeze the ferret to try to clone it.
To
Why they
preserve
couldn't just
DNA, I guess.
But can you just use the ferret that died yesterday? So really, like
Well, this was in
Wait,
1989.
what you talking
This-
about?
you said, that ferret was
the
30 years
ferret-
old.
No,
I mean, it died 30 years ago.
30
Right.
years, 33
So-
years ago.
so
this
listen-
one died.
so
no,
listen-
and it's frozen.
Yeah.
And they just made a clone.
So listen, the reason why they probably froze is because like the procedures or thought of cloning at that time is far different than what it is now. We're a lot more advanced. I mean, in 33 years, cloning is probably different. There's probably a different way to get to the same results.
Mhm.
So, at that time they was like, shit, we don't know how to preserve it. Let's just freeze it. You know what I'm saying?
Science ain't easy.
1989.
It takes time. It probably took this long to get a perfect one. All of that. And
But
this
we don't know
goes
it's
back.
perfect
Hold
yet.
on.
How long it been?
This go
alive?
back to Gucci Mane LaFleur. That
nigga ain't
man
cloned.
probably got the same procedure.
That nigga is not a clone.
So
Stop playing.
off of that one, we're gonna move on to the next segment of the show.
See, tripping.
So nobody don't want to get on that.
Kodak a clone too, huh?
Again, we're gonna go ahead and move
Maybe.
on to the next segment of the show. Sticky Stitchies. I got a good one for y'all this time. All right, here it goes. So there's $10 million in a safe, And the owner of this safe says they're going to give you the combination, but you have to eat kettle chips while they tell you. And the combination will be delivered based on the chew. So if you stop chewing, they stop. And you have to be chewing, so you can't soften the chip first. What do you do? And do you think you'll hear the combination?
No, that's too loud. What? And now you stop talking because you trying to hear it and you chewing. Come on, that shit gonna be hard
that
as
shit
fuck.
better be a short ass combination, man.
I think I could get it though. I think I could hear it
Y'all
through
gonna be hurting.
If it's 5 numbers, golly, that's gonna be a long 5 little
man, I'm gonna hear it.
hours of trying to hear that shit.
That's a lot though, yo. Kettle chips. I mean, when you eating them, you can't hear shit at all. Like, damn, let alone a few numbers. You know what I'm saying? So you can't hear a sentence to at least get some context of what they trying to say. You know what I'm saying? In that example, you know, eating kettle chips kind of doesn't hurt that bad. But when you fucking trying to get a combination like 42, 83, 5, you know what I'm saying? Hell no, you ain't gonna hear that shit. But I'm gonna hear it and I'm gonna get it.
I feel like I can cheat.
How?
Because I got my phone and I can just hit the record before he get to talking and be chewing, and it's gonna get all of it.
Yeah. So how you gonna hear it?
I'm gonna hear it through the chewing on the recording. At least I got a million times I can listen to it. I can make it out.
They obviously you gonna be in front of them trying to put the combination in. They not gonna wait like, all right, I'm going to bed. You go ahead and try while I'm sleeping.
Hey.
Nah.
So you only get one shot.
I'm gonna be chewing, but I'm gonna have to listen. You just listen real hard. You gotta calm your mind.
I was thinking
and listen.
I was thinking about this more so like when I came up with it, I was kind of like picturing a game show on some shit.
So you got one shot in like a certain amount of time.
You got like as many shots as you can in a certain amount of time. But you gotta eat them kettle chips.
Well, I'm gonna be eating this shit out them
you gotta
chips.
eat 3 at a time.
And he gonna get that fucking number out within 10 seconds. I got about 20 seconds to figure out what the fuck it said out the recording and get it in there.
Hey,
they not gonna let you use that.
For the people who listening out here, go get some kettle chips and
talk
and try it.
Yeah.
And be eating and try to let somebody be talking to you. You gonna be like, what?
Eat some kettle chips and watch a movie and be eating them the whole movie.
No, don't do that because you might get popped.
Damn.
They're gonna be like, shush.
Or you might, on the contrary, you probably get shushed, my bad. And then.
Yeah, that shit, you're gonna be too loud. But anyway, we're gonna move on to the next segment, relationship segment of the show. All right, so check this out. In a relationship, there's a such thing as opting out of a ride or die situation. No, I'm sorry. In a relationship, is there a such thing as opting out of a ride or die situation? Or in other words, a line that can be crossed where you're like, I can't ride or die for this one.
Everybody got a line.
Right?
Yeah, when you throw the line part in there, yeah.
So you got a line. So would you really consider yourself a ride or die? Are you a rider and sometimes die?
Yeah.
I mean,
sometimes ride, sometimes die.
I don't even like the phrase any fucking way. But
why not?
Because it's stupid. If I'm not finna do whatever or die, like whatever you think we should be doing, if it's putting my life in danger and I ain't with it, that's fucking stupid.
Then you ain't in love.
No, I'm smart.
Nah, man.
Not finna let you fucking get us in situations over and over again and expect me to ride.
Ride or die seems like you like to do bad stuff all the time.
Always gotta be, it ain't always gotta be bad stuff. So check this out. So you a skydiver and shit, and you meet a girl who she thinks she wanna do it, but not really, and you do it, and she like, you know what, I'm gonna ride or die with my dude. She start doing skydiving, but you can die. You riding the sky.
Fly or die.
Exactly. Fall or die.
Scooter rider.
But my point is, you know what I'm saying? You in love with a person, so you go and start doing it with them and shit. You know what I'm saying? Something you might not normally do. It ain't got to be that. It could be skiing, snowboarding, surfing, shit that could really fuck you up. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't no ride or die then.
driving on the road.
I don't
going
feel
road
like
trip.
that make you not a ride or die. If you go attempt it, it ain't for you. You don't have to do everything with your significant other.
You don't. But all right, so say you want to
You
travel.
ain't no ride or die.
Right.
That
That's
ain't
true too.
Man.
But if you
If
want
I
to
still
travel,
got your best.
You gotta ride.
If I got the basically my best wishes for you and what you trying to do, then I'm still ride or die if I'm not getting in the way of that.
no, you can have your best interest in
you
anybody.
just dying. You ain't riding.
Nah, nigga, I'm still riding with you. I'm just not.
So if you really want to, if you really want to go to say another country,
I don't like that phrase either, though.
if you really want to go to another country, right? And in order to get there, obviously you got to fly a plane. But your girl, like, you know, she don't really like flying planes, especially for 13 hours straight. And it's like, damn, you know, this is something I really want to do, but I can't really do it without you. So in that situation, her knowing that if she still goes, that's a ride or die situation. Like, I really don't want to do this. Just like you said, I'm not going to put myself in position somehow. If she really don't want to do it and she do it anyway, that's a ride or die chick.
If she don't really want to fly and she do it there, that's a ride or die move. But also, they could fucking take a boat. You know what I mean? If she don't want to fly. Now, she can't just be, she'd be like, oh, I don't want to fly or do the boat and she ain't trying to come off of it, then you probably need to rethink your relationship. If seeing the world is really one of the main things you want to do in your life, because that's your life.
Right.
And you ain't going to get it back.
But
I don't think that make her a ride or die.
I do. And boat or plane is still a ride or die situation.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Let me tell y'all, look, they don't make you no damn ride or die because I feel like y'all kind of like be on the same accord and be agreed. Like if something happened, you like, all right, let's go. Let's do this. All right. Oh, that happened. Come on. This is the situation. This how we gonna fix it. It's like that. But she don't want to do something. So how does it make her ride or die? She like, oh, fuck it. I'm fixing my fears. But she ain't want to do it. Y'all kind of just be on the same accord with a ride or die.
If you, no,
yeah,
that's not.
Yeah.
That's not the same. No, I'm saying
ride
this
or die is no matter what happened.
You rolling.
I'm on your side and I'm rolling with what you're trying to do.
That's exactly right.
But
if you're on the same accord, that's just we ride together, we die together. Bad boys for life. That's that.
I'd rather do that than the other shit. Not the bad boys for life part, but I'm just saying.
But that was weak.
But that's what happened in the movie. That's you know what I'm saying? That's the difference. Like I'm saying, if you're in a ride or die situation, you probably not gonna want to do this shit. Like
most time ride or die situations end up in death before it had to be a death.
That ain't true. Well, that's somewhat true. All right, so we're gonna move on to the next relationship subject. So check this one out. Question goes, why do women think their significant other is supposed to know? And by that, I seen a meme to give me this question, and the meme says, when you ask your girl what's wrong, and she gets even more mad and says, you're supposed to know. So why do women feel like you're supposed to know? You know what I'm saying? I need to know. Because for all the guys out there, I need to know. Mouse, what do you think, though?
I feel like they think you're supposed to know because you know the moment that their motherfucking moods changed.
That's false.
You know what happened right then. You can kind of guess, but you don't want to guess. You want to know the exact reason so you can talk about it. You know?
Yeah, okay. You know what? I was wrong. You were right. You do notice the change. You do notice the change. But you don't know the reason for the change. It just... Right. You see the change. You might have
an idea, but you like, I feel like you shouldn't act like that because of this. So if it's really this, I feel like you being stupid. So I'm hoping it's not this. I want you to tell me something different. That's really, like, we kind of might know, but we were like, that shit sounds stupid though. So I'm hoping it ain't that.
Right. What do you think, Devonna?
The meme all vague and shit. Yeah, taking it to the limit, but most of the time, if something wrong, your dude or something or your significant other probably will say something like, what's up? What's going on? And y'all probably had something going on that you should know, or you know what I'm saying? I ain't saying you should know everything, but if something happened between y'all and you should kind of know like what the attitude is about or why she's mad. That's how I feel.
True, somewhat, but sometimes certain things can be overlooked, and some things necessarily in your eyes, in the female eyes, it might have been overlooked, but in the guy's eyes, he might have looked at it as nothing. So, for example, you out on a dinner party or whatever, and it's like coworkers there or whatever, or not even coworkers, just random people, and he tells a joke, and this girl just laughs, a little more than she probably should. It just seemed like and you don't feel nothing because you telling a joke as a guy and you just think you on the roll. You know what I'm saying? But your girl like, nah, what the fuck is that? You know what I'm saying? So then you get to the crib and she upset and you don't know what's wrong because you thought you was just fucking Eddie Murphy doing your thing. So you at the crib feeling all good and shit. Cause you done had a great night, you know what I'm saying? You just killed the crowd.
Well, you was what's up with all that flirting was going on?
Not even that. So she all upset walking around the crib, muffin, right, baby, what's wrong? You know what I'm saying? Nothing. And you like, okay, nothing, whatever. So you just do your thing. You about to, you know what I'm saying, go to bed for the night and you get in the bed, cut the light up, boom. She turn it right back on. Click. I'm just saying, what was that about? You like, whoa, what? Wait, whoa. So why is that?
But who hit the light back on like
she
that?
Did.
Nobody does that. But y'all just gonna have a conversation in the dark. Fuck out of here.
I'm just saying, like, the light gonna come back on eventually. You gonna want to see, like, is she serious? You know what I'm saying? Like, but that happens, and it's like, why, yo? Like, why do you expect me to just know everything that's wrong? You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna know. You're gonna have to communicate. You're gonna have to. As much as it.
So you just, and this is just going towards you talking to the men, right? You just think this happened with women doing that all the time. Do y'all feel that way? Or you don't think men do that too?
Not as much. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure, but not as much. You know what I'm saying?
I think that nothing comes out because they don't really want to talk about it.
But or you do.
Okay, for me, if we reverse it, if I say nothing, it's because at the moment I know it's not a good idea to talk about it right now, and we need to talk about it when it's a better timing where we can both be heard or whatever the case may be. You feel me?
Yeah.
Now for them, sometimes with women, I feel like they know it's something petty, but they still mad about it, so they saying nothing because it really is nothing. But they don't have that on their face that it's nothing.
Another thing about when it's dudes is that a dude to say is nothing. It might be something, but a dude to say is nothing will say nothing because at the moment it might be something, but like in the morning it might be nothing. Like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna trip.
I think girls
That's
do.
Not the same with
it is the same. It is the same
with women.
She probably overlooked it, and
it is not the same with women.
And it's all a misunderstanding, and it can possibly be talked about, but motherfucker feel some type of way about it.
Who hold grudges longer, men or women?
Women, for sure.
Okay, so it's definitely not.
That's
the
why
men.
if you say nothing, I'm like, no, it's not nothing because you was initially going to say something or you felt the type of way. So let's get it out now, so you won't be feeling all salty the rest of the day.
In our example, though, she didn't outright say nothing. You just noticed there was something. So you're like, yo, what's wrong? She like, nothing. So with that, basically what I want to say is that what it is, this is an example of women's pride. We know men's pride. Mm-hmm. Men pride, a good example of a man's pride is like, I got it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna lift it up and then fuck itself up trying to be macho. You know what I'm saying?
That stupid.
I'm just saying, like, that's an example of man's pride. Women don't do that at all. You know what I'm saying? So women's pride would be what we talking about now. Like, she too prideful to just, say what's wrong. She wants you to automatically know.
Yeah.
Or she too prideful to say her emotions getting the best of her at the moment. Yeah. And she don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
No, she want to talk about it.
Or it could be some other things into that too. But she just probably just like, I know this shit is stupid too.
But it's
in
still
the back of her mind. But it bothered her.
It
bothered her.
And still bothers. And that's that prideful shit. You know what I'm saying? So this is an example of women's pride, I think. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, we're going to move on to the conclusion part of the show. All right, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all holler at your boy on Instagram at Keys_757. Check out the Up for Debate page at Up for Debate TV on Instagram. And also send us an email, man. We ain't got an email yet.
Please send us the emails, man.
Send us some emails. Holler at us about some merch or something. You know what I'm saying? Make some deals. Get us some questions to ask on the show or whatever. At upfordebate757@gmail.com. What y'all got?
Holla at me at Sushi So Raw on Instagram. And yeah, please send the emails, man. I definitely want to know, can I put a bank account in my dog name or leave money to my
Still
dog?
on that mess.
I want to know if I can do it while I'm still alive so I cannot pay taxes.
You
I'm
ain't
not
got no
playing.
dog, though.
I'm going to buy the dog as soon as they say yes.
All right. Devonna, you got something for him?
No, peace.
All right, y'all. We see you next week. Peace.
Holla.
Jumping out of this cold sweat, I gotta give myself a head and toe check. Extreme visions of eternal beings, good and bad internal vortex. I be seeing and intermingling with earth, heaven, and hell. Rebuking devils and demons. In God I trust where I dwell. I could've made this sound vicious, but I'm on another mission doing this one for my Lord. I gotta show him homage, pay attention. Father God, know he listening. My angels in attendance, glistening beyond the river. I'm trying to be a saint to the finish, but it's hard in these stitches. My confessions and repentance, I've been scored in these trenches. Lord have mercy for my enemies. I try to get the best of me, but every time I turn around, the devil out here testing me.
Glizzy, what you cooking up?
This hit. Oh. Hold on. Let me check my unicorn straight right quick. Yeah, it's looking good. You know what I mean? Versa. Ayy. Thick fillet. Thick fillet. Thick fillet. Oh, thick fillet. Give me that thick fillet sauce with some thought Indonesian. And I'ma give her all this chicken cause her body needs it.
I'm loving this. It ain't nothing like having your own bags. Dripped in designer rags. Sloppy ceramic cash. Dropping tracks back to back on my gas, so I'm hauling ass. Flip flopping my racks to racks, money train.